We all have been hurt in our lives, physically, internally, or mentally. The only difference between physical wound and internal wound is external wound can be seen, whereas you have to deal with your internal wounds yourself unless you decide to open up with someone about it.
Some wounds are hard to figure out because no one wants to reveal that, or we don't want to confess that. We ignore it, we disclaim them, and it may get infected internally.
When we talk about external wounds, you can see where the injury lies. It might be in the form of broken bone, bruise, blood, or anything. There are proofs that you are hurt. When you experience such situation, you cry out loud. You may look for help. You might scream in pain. The sign of internal wounds can be seen in the form of anger, anxiety, loneliness, distress, guilt, shame, fear, and you might be facing such things due to many reasons. You might be under pressure because someone rejected you. You might fear to fall in love just because someone broke your heart. You feel that anger within you because someone broke your trust. The pain will remain intact within you until you want to give up on it. You may suffer from this pain from days to months to years.
Emotional pain is arduous and tough to forget that approach. You have to accept that you are going through the pain, and to stop it, you need to question yourself because you need that closure to resist the addiction.
Nobody can see these wounds because you prefer to keep them buried deep inside, or you were in a state of denial. Whenever you're going through some external pain or you notice some injury, the first step taken by you is to see a doctor or to go for the first aid.
Figure out your sore as phase 1. If it is segregation sore or infirmity wound or fraction sore. And then you need to know why it happened to me. Am I the one to carry this infliction and be vulnerable?
We try cleaning that wound, bandaging it, and we make sure it doesn't get infected. If we know how to deal with external wounds, we also know how to deal with internal wounds, but we choose to ignore it for a longer period.
It's going to be tough. You may be afraid that you have to go through the same pain again, but you need to clean it and heal from it. We know external hurt can heal easily, and it's obvious that we need help or not, and where to go and how to act on it. But the internal hurt, it's like eating part of body by pain and feels impotence.
Emotional wound leaves you broken inside. It can be the result of someone's death, accident, physical abuse, misunderstanding, divorce, or anything which we have never expected to happen. It can lead you to the path of depression, losing determination. If not taken care, it can leave you to struggle for a longer period.
It leaves you isolated. When you are suffering from internal pain, it's hard for you to forget what caused you pain. Because even if you wish to forget it, you still have those memories. You still think of that distant past and it haunts you.
Now the decision is yours, whether you wish to deal with it yourself or want someone's help. When you take a step to overcome or clean these internal wounds, you may have to revisit the traumatic events. You may have to relive them, which is not easy.
It's going to hurt you. It will be painful, but in order to heal internally, we have to go through it again. We feel sharing our emotional pain with others is a sign of weakness, but actually it's the opposite. It's a sign of courage.
Healing these wounds will take time. You need to be strong enough to let go, forgive people, have the courage to accept the situation. It might leave a scar, but it is important to take care of it as you take care of external wounds.
The point that I want to share is that to heal from the pain and grief, you have to identify those voids in your life and fill them. You have to reestablish who you are and what your life is about.
Don't be mad at yourself thinking that you gave enough chances to the people. Rather, embrace that beauty you have. But don't forget to learn from your mistakes. Time heals if you let it. Free yourself from the trap of hatred or unforgiveness. Let time ease the pain.